Modernbanc is a modern platform for your payments data. We help companies take control of their payment stack, connect all payment systems, and automate their most sensitive processes. And today, we're announcing our new product, our low-code payments vault that allows you to orchestrate payments, achieve PCI compliance, tokenize, and compliantly operate your card data. Whether you're a card issuer, a bank, or a platform, having full control of your card data is extremely important. That's how you're able to connect all your payment processors and process payments with multiple providers, avoid processor lock-in, and build engaging experiences with your customers. However, everyone who worked with the card data knows that it's a minefield. Achieving and maintaining PCI compliance is a huge engineering effort, which can take up to a year. And if you're not compliant, you can be terminated by your payment processor and be fined upwards of $100,000 a month. In case of a card data breach, it gets even worse. You can get fined from $50 to $90 per card. So if you process 1 million of card payments, this can easily put you out of business. If you decide to use a legacy tokenization provider, you'll discover that they're extremely limited to just being a proxy for your API requests. They don't really give you control over your card data. That's why today, I'm super excited to introduce you our Vault and our Workflows module. Your operations team can use our low-code editor to automate any processes involving sensitive card data without engineering effort. And your engineering team can deploy any compute to our compliance servers. For the first time in the industry, you get the best of both worlds: full control over your payments data and zero PCI exposure to your team or servers. I like to describe it as wearing gloves. You can manipulate data in any way you want, but you just don't get exposed to it. So what does it look like? Let's have a look. First, I'll show you the Vault, and then I'll show you the workflow editor. So first, we'll check out our Vault. This is where all of our secrets and tokens sit. A token can represent your card number, expiry date, KYC, KYB details, any payments information. And to get the data into the Vault, there are two ways. The first one is to get it through your customer-facing applications or servers. For example, here, we can collect card number from our customers in the app. And one thing to note here is that we don't give you a hosted checkout page. What we give you is modular, unique primitives, such as inputs and outputs, so you can collect and show data from your customers. You can collect and show anything, not just card data, but payments data, KYC, KYB data, passport number, and do it in a PCI compliant way. Once the user has typed in the details in here, we'll see that it gets into the Vault. So now that we have our secrets in the Vault, there's a second way to get them in there, which you can get from your other payments partners through the API calls or via the email. But I'll show you all of that in a moment. Let's check out our workflow builder. So I have 4 examples here. The first one is the very simple one. It's a payments orchestration example. So once the data is in the Vault, say you've just collected card number from your customer, you can build a workflow that first retrieves the card number, expiry date, and CVV from the Vault, and then checks if the payment amount is more than $100. Say Stripe offers us less fees on payments more than $100. Then we make a Stripe payment. Otherwise, we make an Adyen payment. It's a very simple example, and in this workflow editor, you can do anything. You can build your custom flow. You can run this with different types of triggers. You can run it on a schedule. You can run it when someone makes an API call to your system, or you can even manually run it in the system yourself. So this example took me 2 minutes to build without any engineering effort, and you can do so too. Let's move on to our next example, network tokens. Some of you might have heard of network tokens. It's a relatively new technology that allows you to increase security with your cards, reduce fraud, and also optimize your payment margins. So here we can integrate a network token provider in a couple of minutes again. So we'll have a workflow with 3 steps. The first one is to retrieve the network token, then request the cryptogram, and then use it to initiate a payment via Stripe. Our workflows can be ran in multiple environments, and they're also versioned. So once your provider has released a new API or a new way to use their services, you can upgrade without breaking your app using our versioning system. Let's move on to the third example, financial ETL. So a lot of you know when you're migrating between different card and payment providers, you often have to hire a dev shop or people to compliantly move your data from one processor to another. That's because, again, you're not PCI compliant. However, with Modernbanc, your team can just build this workflow in 2 minutes. This workflow is run when the email has been received to our email address. It reads a CSV file, parses the file, and for each row creates a secret in your vault. And later, you can use that secret to send it to Checkout, Stripe, any of your payment processors. And the last example that I wanted to show you is the card data enrichment. So sometimes you need to get more details about your cardholders, and you can compliantly make API calls to bin databases, even use API AI models to enrich your cardholder data without getting yourself exposed. Cool. So as you've seen, we can help you take full control over your payments data while saving months and years of engineering effort. We already process transactions for fastest growing companies with millions of users, and our fastest implementation was the same day. That company was at risk of being terminated by their payments partner, and we helped them in record time. So just to summarize, Modernbanc helps you compliantly work with your sensitive data so that you can optimize your payment stack, connect any partners, automate processes, and minimize your compliance burden. Save time on building undifferentiated infrastructure. Focus on what matters to your business. Thank you.